Hi everyone, I'm Lotus. I'm 53 years old, living here in Shenzhen, China. I've been retired for 3 years now, and my new ambition is simply to allow myself to let go. Not long ago, back in my hometown, my older brother said to me, "It's time to set a goal this year. Time to build a career of your own." The moment I heard that, I felt a wave of panic. A 53-year-old retired woman. What career is left for me? Over the years, I've tried it all: baking, photography, traditional medicine, writing, even the electronic organ. Every time, I'd start with such passion, only to let it quietly slip away. I used to think I was just someone who couldn't finish what she started, that I lacked discipline, lacked professionalism, that I just wasn't good enough. The only things that were ever stuck: dancing and fitness. While visiting home, I stopped by a classmate's bakery. She grinds her own whole wheat flour, presses her own coffee. Her shop was filled with the scent of dried bread, and her face was glowing with contentment. I was so envious. I thought, if I opened a shop like this, would that be the career my brother was talking about? But then the fear crept in. I've never run a business. What if the stress makes me ill? What if it just ends up like everything else, abandoned and forgotten? But right as I was agonizing over whether to give it one more shot, a tiny voice emerged from deep within. Wait, what if it's actually the opposite? Maybe the ambition my brother spoke of isn't about conquering new lands, or chasing money, or proving my worth like a young person. Maybe for a 53-year-old woman, true ambition is simply finally allowing myself to do nothing. Looking back, were those failed hobbies really because I wasn't good enough? Or was it my subconscious protecting me, whispering, "Stop struggling"? You don't need to do to prove you're alive. I realized why I admired my classmate at the bakery. She didn't have this desperate need to turn her passion into a career. She just loves the sound of the grinder and the warmth of the oven. But for me, the moment I thought I must open a shop, I must monetize, the joy instantly evaporates into anxiety. The harder I try to succeed, the more exhausted I become. The second half of my life shouldn't be played by the rules of the first. No more being useful. No more being productive. Now I only need to exist, not to feel, to find joy. Those unfinished loaves of bread, those unedited photos, maybe they aren't regrets. Maybe they were gifts, because I didn't turn them into a burden. I got to keep the love for them pure. So today, I'm walking in the mountains. The sun is so warm on my skin. I'm in no rush to build a career. I'm learning how to waste time. Spending 2 hours dancing, catching the light in a photo, writing down a few wandering thoughts. What if ambition simply means retiring from being a producer and becoming a pure experiencer of life? If that's the case, I'm ready to try. At 53, I'm not looking to be better. I just want to be more real, to waste time on the things I love. That is the most luxurious career I could ever have. I'm Lotus, just a woman from Shenzhen, learning how to truly live. What are you doing with your retirement? Tell me in the comments. Let's grow old gracefully together. See you in the next one.